up, Warrior Boys? Back at it with another banger reaction. Now, I know you guys have been telling me to do reactions on animation, so here we are. I've been listening to you guys in the comment section. Y'all been sending me videos. Today, our first animator is your boy. Okay. Just started. Let's get straight to it. Whoever sent this video, thank you. Shout out to you. Let's get to the video.
Dating apps have ruined my life, and I no longer have any confidence in myself. The only confidence I do have is that I will die alone, because every single interaction I've had with a girl on these apps has been an absolute failure. A human can only take so much rejection. If it's not my height, it's my hairstyle. If it's not my hairstyle, it's my weight.
That's definitely how it is right now. Everything is superficial on the dating apps right now. Okay, look. Dating apps is kind of like the old days. Whenever you're like in the club and you look and you see a girl that you like, you only look at her physically and she's looking at you physically. Nobody cares about the emotions and all that. Nah. You're just attracted to how the person looks. That's how I look at dating apps. Like, okay, how do you spark up a conversation? What's up? Nah, girls want you to come up with something funny. So it's kind of hard out here for today's kids. But kids, get outside and learn how to talk to girls the real way. This new way of just sliding into the DMs, I know we started that wave, but can't do it all the time.
It's not my weight, it's my income. And if it's not my income, it's my very average size wiener. Nothing is ever...
Okay, I like your sense of humor. Because, okay, look, everybody has preference, all right? If you ain't packing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe you got money. Maybe you got a great sense of humor. Hey, something, maybe you're tall. Some people are short. You got to make up the other parts that people don't like with something else. Like, hey, man, keep working on your game, too, man. Be smooth with the shoulders. Come on, my God. Just sit back and...
We're good enough these days. And if it's not for being judged on a superficial level, I end up losing hard-earned money by spending it on in-app purchases or getting baited into taking girls out that only want a free meal and have no genuine interest.
That is today's problem. Apparently, I've heard this. Now, I'm not out there like that, so I've heard this. Girls today are only taking guys out so they can get a free meal. Oh my God. Can you believe that? You actually think of this shorty is feeling all she wants is a free meal. But I have seen situations where guys are in a date with a girl and they don't like the guy. I mean, they don't like the girl and they just leave. All right, they be like, okay, let me go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Bam! Jet out.
Interest in getting to know me or developing a real relationship. Or they just want to use me for sex with my totally average size wiener, which is definitely not the reason they're ghosting me. I feel like the only dudes that have any success with these things are guys that are marketing majors. In order to even get a second look, you have to put so much effort into your profile picture and your bio to create a lasting impression that makes a girl say, yeah, I think this guy might be worth my time because he's funny or rich. Let me tell you about my experience with these damn apps. First, I have to get all freaking creative in creating the most epic profile women have ever been blessed with in order to elicit some sort of mating response. And
all right, now there's the whole trolling situation where now guys are in the apps acting like females. You have to be very careful. How do you get in catfish in 2024? That doesn't make sense. You have FaceTime now. If you're going on a date with a shorty and you have not seen how she looks and you have not communicated with her where you can see her on your screen, something is wrong with you mentally. That's just my word.
End up with a profile that looks something like this. And then you play the field. I swipe left, which means ew, not interested. I swipe right, it means hell yeah. Basically, I swipe right 100% of the time, because in order for me to be able to talk to someone, a girl has to also swipe right, which results in a match, which happens about once every 200 swipes. Until then, finally, there's a match. Then we...
Yeah, they're made for simps. All right, so apparently 90%, I would say, of people on the app are dudes. So girls are getting hit up by a lot of dudes. You got a very low chance of being that one person that she likes. So keep a lookout.
Sit in the match tab until someone makes the first move. Then I start thinking, let's let the games begin and see who's going to text first. Mainly because I don't even know what to say. The simple hi seems lame and there is no initial chemistry, so what the hell do people even say? I guess they just compliment on their lame ass bio or their profile pic. How awkward. Like, hey, nice picture of you being almost half naked at what looks like some music festival with some pasties over your titties. You really seem like a nice wholesome girl that would make a lovely mother someday. And then every once in a while we get to the damn catfishing bastard who is probably some fat dude out of India named Gurpreet.
Yes, catfishing has existed. I remember getting catfish. I got a video about that if you haven't checked out my animation channel. It's on it. Catfishing was way bigger back in the day. Nowadays, if you're getting catfish, like I said before, makes no sense. All right, unless there's a girl, it's two girls actually doing it. There's a fat girl and a cute girl. Sometimes they can do that. The cute girl can act a certain way, but when it comes to the date, they're going to stand the ugly girl to you. Gotta be careful.
posing to be some super hot Chinese chick trying to sell me some shitty crypto investing scheme after telling me how amazingly handsome I am, which sometimes can be very convincing. And this goes on for months. I eventually fall into buying the in-app profile boost after I find out that everything is all algorithm-based, and unless you get a lot of likes or attention, your profile page is throttled down into the pits of hell where you're only matched with mouth breathers. And no one wants that. All right, let me tell you about the time when I actually did match. I was the first to reach out, so I was excited. She was smoking hot. Typically, it always dies out at the small talk, but with her, we just clicked. Conversations were funny, deep, and felt a connection with her I hadn't experienced in a long time. So after a few days, I asked her out.
That's really hard to do on a dating app, like for real. Can you imagine going on Tinder, actually finding someone that actually connects with you? You know, they love the same things you do. They have the same sense of humor. On an app? Might be a dude.
To meet for dinner and some drinks that weekend. I was pretty nervous, but when we met up, she still had the same personality and it just felt easy. We talked about goals and stuff that pisses us off. And what pissed me off pissed her off. And so after a while, I'm thinking, damn, I think she's the one. After dinner, we went out to a local bar and started having some drinks and ended up getting pretty drunk. We played some pool, and as it started getting closer to midnight.
Okay, on the first night? Okay, it's midnight. Hey, let me see what my man's got. Does he have game? Or is he going back to himself? You know what happens when dudes go back.
And she suggested that we should take this back home. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So we get back to my place, start making out, and things get all hot and steamy, which is another way of saying I popped a boner. She noticed, smiled, and said, let us f***. So I get all happy and drop trowel faster than the speed of light after God said, let there be light. And I'm ready to spread those cheeks like Moses did the Red Sea. But all things quickly changed when I noticed a little big surprise in her undies when she took her...
No. Don't tell me what I think this is going. Please, no. Come on, my guy.
Pants off. This is where the story became the Battle of the Bulge. I looked at her neck and noticed another bulge. How did I miss this? Sudden...
Come on, my God. It was a dude? Like you didn't notice? Okay, let me tell you something about dudes. All right, cool. We've been talking about this for years, okay? Adam's apple, everybody knows about that. Of course, down there, everybody knows about that. Apparently, fingers, guys. Guys' fingers are different lengths. I think it's like these two fingers, all right? Guys, you see that? It's different. Females, apparently, they're more closer to each other. All right, quick tip.
Suddenly, it all made sense. I reflected back on the night. She rode a Harley. She beat every guy in arm wrestling at the bar. She had the highest score on the punching bag machine. And she carried me up the stairs to my apartment because I was too drunk to walk. Shit. I was blinded by desperation. But even in the midst of all this revelation, I was still DTF. That is until she whipped out a massive schlong. We're talking hung like a horse. A baby's arm holding an apple. A full-on tripod. This was far greater than anything I was blessed with. I couldn't continue. I was so jealous and afraid because I wasn't sure at this moment in time whose hole was getting plugged. Long story short, I had to tell her it was time to go and this wasn't gonna work. I told her,
Hey, come on now.
It isn't you, it's me. Well, she slapped me on the ass, said good game, and went on her way. Overall, the dating app experience is extremely toxic and seems super unnatural. The entire human-to-human interaction as people have experienced for thousands of years is just completely removed. Back in the day, dating was a hell of a lot easier. Remember back in high school when you had a big old pool to choose from? Girls were all over the place. There were parties every weekend, and we all ended up in the same place getting blackout drunk. One thing led to another, and then boom! Next thing you know, we're pounding it out in Robbie's parents' bed, just putting stains everywhere. After that, we were basically boyfriend and girlfriend. We already saw each other naked, so it seemed like the right thing to be afterwards. Everyone knew what was going on with everyone's business. People knew who was hooking up with who. Once the cat was out of the bag that you were bumping uglies with someone.
That's definitely high school. Like, everybody knew who was dating who was doing what, who was still a virgin, who was getting smashed. It was out there. For some reason, people could not keep everything to themselves.
All the other girls were down to let you smash all of a sudden. I guess it's like some biological thing that happens in nature or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'd like to get back to that. Those were the good old days.
Okay, that was your boy Now. All right, shout out to Now. Love watching new animators. They're putting in a lot of work. I know how hard it is to be an animator and being fresh and coming up with great ideas. And animating itself is different. The voiceover, you have to be a storyteller. You have to be a comedian. You have to be a great artist. You got to be a great editor. The package that it takes to be great and succeed in this art is very difficult, but keep doing your thing now. I'm definitely subscribing. Let me hit that subscribe button to my boy. Good work, funny. I don't know what happened in your story. I've never heard somebody doing that. All right, around me. Now, I've heard, on the grapevine, other situations. But anyway, that's there for another day. Thank you for joining your boy. See you in the next one. Your boy is out.